You said about that if the troops leave, what happens? You know, this 12 years, our people, they already lived in civil war. Today itself is like civil war. But the future civil war that they are talking to you, the situation will be disaster. It is not because of withdraw of the few thousands of the troops. It is because of bringing more terrorists and misogynists in power. Maybe the first target will be people like me and many other like me. We are risking their life and activists there. And don't leave Afghanistan. They make more disaster situation for the justification of their military bases there. As now, in the name of so-called security agreement, they have about 9 major military bases. They want to make it legalized, while they have countless secret military bases too. And they make more powerful their puppet regime, then even indirectly also easier to control Afghanistan. So again, I say they never leave Afghanistan voluntarily. We are in the heart of Asia when you see the Afghanistan in the map. Through Afghanistan control these other Asian powers. And also they have easily access to the gas and oil of the Central Asian republics. Billions of dollars they are making from dirty business of opium. They are looting our rich resource that we have. These are few of the reasons, many reasons they are there, mainly for the strategic and economic interest. That's why they do the chess game with these terrorists. They play the game of Tom and Jerry. Or many other examples we can say that we witnessed their role in this 12 years. But also, they say they hand over the responsibility to Afghan National Army and police. You see, who is the head of Afghan National Army? These powerful warlords. As like this proverb suits them, that a rabbit have responsible of the carrot. Again, I say situation is disaster. But if they let Afghan for a second, if we believe they honestly will leave Afghanistan, then the backbone of these terrorists will break. They will not be economically and financially, I mean that politically, they will not be more powerful to be more easier to eliminate us and also continue to their fascism. And especially the people have hate for them, hate the warlords and also Taliban, and also the puppet of Russia, the stray period of the war. This bunch of killers join their hands together against our people. The hatred of people is the most positive point. That's why we believe it is a prolonged struggle. When we say the withdrawal of the troops, it never means that the situation will be like heaven or easier for us to fight against them. These wolves in the skin of lambs, they become powerful these 12 years, economically, also politically, continue to their fascism. That's why we say that when we want self-determination, we want the withdrawal of the troops as they double our miseries, they make more widows and orphans by these massacres they are doing and blind bombardment and this so-called war on terror. Then we ask international solidarity of justice-loving people around the world that you should join your hands with us. You should know that this struggle is not easy struggle, especially for women activists there in Afghanistan. And you know how much they are misogynist, as my life story is enough to tell you about the life of these activist women there, that when they has been killed, just like a bird has been killed, the media give you a report. And how much their role is important. One teacher was my supporter, and very strong activist, very good woman, a teacher in faraway village in Faro. She's teaching, but when coming for holiday to her house, in the middle of the road, just 2 days before I come here, it happened. Taliban tell, who's Farida? Farida come out of the car and from the back shoot on her head. No one of you know about Farida and how much her role was important. We know that. And many examples like this. That's why people say, what US do? If this is democracy, we don't want democracy. As they fed up, many times I hear they say that we don't want anything good from you, just stop wrongdoing. That's enough. And again, I say they should leave us. Then we know how to fight against them. In this film, the trailer about the book, you see on my Facebook that now Rodrigo, this professor of the university, working on this and went to 6 provinces, met with these victim families. And if you want to know the truth, ask these millions of Afghans who lost their dear ones in these 3 decades of the war, and still they are losing. And they were saying that with the non-educated language, they are saying in very like honest politician, leave us. Then we know what to do with our enemy. That we know how much crime they did. And every Afghan, they are as much as they more do crime, more people stand up against them. Anyway, again I say they should leave because they doubled our miseries and they make more difficult our struggle. It's better to leave us.